Whew. Okay, so heyo, it's been a while. I've got a busy day today, but I still need to get through all these plants. And I haven't done an update in a while, and quite a few things happened during the growth season, so let's get to it. Starting off with this. This is Catasetum lanciferum. So ever since I started doing half-strength fertilizer, as per recommendation, this did get bigger quicker, but then I noticed that some of the roots have died back, and also some roots are growing, but they're no longer as thick. They're much skinnier roots, as you can see in there. So I think I'll be going back to like a quarter strength as I've been doing before, just feeding often. I'm not sure whether the extra fertilization is just not good. Did grow faster a little bit, but now it seems to have halted, so I guess I did something wrong in terms of the fertilizer. Either way, still living. Next. Alright, for Catasetum nomus, the roots are still there. Roots don't grow as profusely as in Lanciferum. However, truthfully, I didn't do as much research as I should have when I first got these Catasetums. And so, when I first got them, well, the roots rotted off before. And so I'm actually trying to restart on the roots for a few months back. So, but I'm wondering if I should have just left it dry and see if it would produce more roots next time. But oh well, I'm worry watering, so I'm letting that be. Next. Alright, this is a Cycnoches, new acquisition. This is Dark Swan and Swan Cascade Cross. And this one, since I'm now more aware of what Catasetinae genera prefer, I'm not watering this one until I see more roots. This is not the pot it came in. I repotted it, and we'll see if it produces more roots in time. I'm gonna wait till this thing gets real clearly super wrinkled and mush. Well, maybe not that mush, but clearly more wrinkled than before I water. There were some roots, but not as many roots as I've seen on like videos before. So we'll see what turns out. I'm quite excited for this one. Next. No ID zygo creature. I don't know if it's a zygopetalum or a zygonesia. It's a zygo of some sort. But look here. We've got two growths. One there and one over on the other side. Out of the pseudobulb that I'm not sure was even done fattening up. Look how shiny that thing is. Gorgeous. So, and the leaves feels so nice and leathery now, like healthy, thick leathery, not dry leathery. So it's lovely. And roots, oh yeah, still wonderful. Dead ones there. I saw that before, but I forgot that I had those. But everything else looks pretty good. All right, next. Paphiopedilum is in need of watering, but that's besides the point. How long has this been open now? Maybe over a month now? And there's this blush here. I think it's because of over-fertilization, I think. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure that the bloom lasted much longer than this. This blush happened like a week or two ago already, and I just didn't really mention it. But otherwise, it's doing quite well. What a goofy smile you have, huh? Alright. Next. Rescue Phalaenopsis here. Continues to grow that leaf, and this continues to extend. Not sure I'm gonna not spike it. What's the word? Well, whatever, support it. But otherwise, it's doing quite well. Oh yeah, look at those roots. Yeah, there's no drainage here. I just keep it barely moist in here, so all's well. Yeah, all's well. Next. Alright, Trichopilia suavis. Everything looks okay. This looks a little bit more yellow near the base of the leaf here, but I'm not too worried. This growth over here is continuing to fatten up before it peaks out, I think. Yeah, look at that. Alright, and the roots continue to become more and more visible. So I think it's liking the setup. Not as fast growing as fast growing as I'd like it to be, but hey, patience. That's the orchid hobby, huh? I can't wait for this one though. I'm really excited. Next. Alright, Phalaenopsis Pylos Dragon. Lovely Gigantea cross. So I'm noticing a little bit of a mottling here. You see that? Very subtle. I'm not sure that was there when I first got it. I'd have to take a closer look at the videos before. But I've noticed it recently. I'm not sure if that's indicative of anything. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, these are new conditions for it. I'm sure it was living in a nice greenhouse before. There's that bloom. Very gorgeous. Pretty substantial. It's nice and waxy. And it has a lovely floral, rosy, hyacinthy scent when it's bright and warm and humid. It can fill the room. You'll find in my room, I'll find whiffs of it when I just walk in. It's like, oh yeah, you're happy today. I'll notice it. It's really gorgeous, actually. Well, they're all gorgeous. Says I. They're in my collection. They have to be gorgeous. Next. Okay, Rescue Phalaenopsis. That leaf is now just about getting to the size of the previous one. So we'll be getting there. Anything to see? No, the roots look happy. They sure do, buddy. Yeah, and that's very loosely packed moss. You can get away with a closed container without drainage as long as you make sure that you don't get the medium too wet. Regarding moss, too wet that there's no air passing through. And I keep my room pretty well ventilated with 2 fans running. So, yeah, seems like it's happy. Anything going on at the base? Not that I can see. Alright, next. Mr. Epidendrum. I'm thinking it's Eradicans from when I remember what I saw in pictures, but I still haven't really confirmed. I'm sure it will be Eradicans. It's got red and orange flowers. But here's a root right there. Where's another one? I know there's another one somewhere. I saw it. There it is. Another root over here. That's a new one. It's doing okay. It's pretty hardy. Nothing to complain about. Alright, bud. Good to you. Next. New acquisition. Hello to Eulophia andamanensis. No, not Petersii. I can't really keep a 12-foot spike in my room. But andamanensis, I encountered this species as Eulophia keithii in the first time I went to Orchid Society, and I just really like the flowers. They were small, but I love the color scheme. It was a very cool color scheme. It's green and brown striping, and the form of the flowers were. I just really liked it. Seeing pictures on the internet, it doesn't look as cool when I see pictures on the internet, but when in real life, I don't know. I found it charming, so I had to get it. So this is andamanensis, Eulophia andamanensis. Excuse me. I can't wait for this to bloom. If anyone has some care tips particularly on this, I think I'd like that, but I'm treating it like a cymbidium in that it's a terrestrial-ish orchid, so I'm giving it... I pulled it out. This is not the pot that it was in. It was in the smaller pot, and there are quite a few roots, and they're thick. They remind me of cymbidium roots, so I'm going to be treating it like my cymbidium, and see how it goes from here. I wonder when it will bloom. Nice. Next. Bulbophyllum macranthus? I forgot. So recently I had to quarantine this guy. You can see the gloss of the neem oil because I saw red specks. I freaked out, and yeah, I recently neemed everything because that was 2 weeks ago. I saw red specks and it's like nope. But so far I've seen no signs of red specks for a while, and I'll be doing regular neeming maybe every second, third week as a precaution. Both these tips were not brown before. I'm okay with that. Everything else seems pretty okay. I wonder what it will be. It's just in moss. If anyone has any tips on dealing with bulbophyllums to make it do well, I'll take them. Because right now it's low on my it's doing something list. Everything else that I know is that I see is doing something, I'm paying keen attention to. This one is just kind of sitting, you know, wherever it sits. All right, next. All right, this foul hybrid, Sogo Manager X Brother Sarah Gold, which is peloric from when it was sold to me. Look at this tower. It has so many roots coming out. I'm guessing this guy's a very, very thirsty fella. Look at all these roots. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, what an ugly form. And you know what? I can understand that. But you know what? I find it quirky and charming. We'll see. Maybe it's telling me that it doesn't like the lack of... It's not as good a humidity as it used to be in. Probably. I repotted this. Oh, I also repotted that one. I'm not sure if I showed that to anyone, but I repotted it in a bigger pot. Slightly bigger. And you can see the roots here. Same here. Just more moss. I think it just wants more water. Even in my so these tips weren't yellow before, and they feel a little bit dry. So either I put a little too much fertilizer, or it's just not enough humidity in my room. But I do keep up with the watering, so I think it'll be fine. But look at all these roots. You know what? I'm actually kind of looking forward to just a tower of roots. It's like it thinks it's a Vanda. I'm excited. You are a quirky one. I wonder how long I'll keep you. Please flower soon. Alright, next. Dendrobium stratiodes. Looking good. That. Look at that. Oh yeah. It's extending, it's getting bigger, it's starting to flare out some leaves. The roots look pretty good. If I could get this out with one hand without breaking anything. Not dangerous. Not dangerous in any way. Hey, look at them roots. They're looking good. Oh yeah. They're doing well. Okay. Let me just set you back in here. Now, the thing I've been noticing is that if you look here, I've been having these spots underneath, and when I've been looking them up, I've been looking at pictures of pests and whatnot. They don't really look like pests, and I'm starting to think that they're edema spots. And yeah, it seems like it's edematic lesions. Can I get a good light there? Yeah, you can see it there, it's spotting here. There you go. Like, I tried to, because like I looked at pictures thinking they were pests, but nothing seemed to fit. Then I looked at spots of edema, and you know what? I think it's edema. So it was worrying, really worrying, because it looked like it was just a sudden pests that are making little warts at the underneath of the leaves. It's like, oh no. But I'm less worried. It seems like it's just edematic thing, so I just have to be careful about my culture, about how I water this fella. Otherwise, seems like he's doing okay. Next. My, Superbians. Look at this gorgeous foliage. And this, the seed pod area is elongated and getting ready to open here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're a cutie. This looks good. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to all this. I really like this white foliage. That's what I really bought it for. It's just so nice to look at. Okay, well, that's all with Superbians. Next. Alright, Galliopetalum, Starburst Perkside. The blooms are about to fade. And frankly, they were starting to get brown before, and so, you know, in order to speed up the process and allow new growths to grow, I decided to just remove the pollen, so that the blooms are due to fade. I'm interested in seeing the new growth pop up and all the pseudobulbs flare out soon. So this will be dying back soon. So yeah, like this is getting crispy and dry. It was getting crispy and dry before I just took out the pollen, and so they were already starting to lose their color. So I thought, Alright, well, I'll just let the blooms go as quickly as possible and take the pollen out. So, say goodbye to the spikes soon. I love these. I can't wait for a new spike to come out. Alright, next. Phalaenopsis gigantea is still looking pretty good as usual. The roots are in pretty great shape. Nothing to report here. It's doing well. Oh yeah. Next. Cymbidium chans ruby golden tiger. You know, I haven't really looked at this plant in normal light in a long time. It's always been in grow light, and so now that I'm looking at it, wow, the leaves look so. Well, this is one of the older bulbs. Where's the best bulb? I think this one. Yeah, this one. This one's the good one. This is the good fan, and the leaves look pretty okay. Oh yeah, that's a fine green, yeah, compared to everything else. The roots are looking gorgeous. They're digging deep now. Oh yeah. Say hello, friends. My Cymbidium belgrande is doing lovely, as far as I can tell. So that's all that there is to say about that one. It's doing light. Next. Paraphalaenopsis labucensis. You know, I'm pretty sure now that this thing is extending. This new growth or leaf, yeah, leaf, is starting to it has been extending. I'm pretty sure it's extending now. Maybe a good, almost an inch now. All right, it's starting to grow. I'm happy about that. And also, most importantly, I see the root now. Oh yeah, I love me that root. I wonder if there's any more roots coming in anytime soon. Probably not. But either way, this is a good sign. This is a lovely sign. Alright, next. Encyclia garciana. Look at that growth. Look at this growth right here. There you go. There you go. And then there's a little growth right there. Still deciding whether it wants to come out. Roots are looking good. Oh. Is that a root? Can't tell. Either way, it's looking good. Yeah, the bulbs are looking. Yeah, the bulbs that are rooting off are looking good. Is that a new growth? Hello? Hold on. That looks like a new growth down here. Oh, right underneath that sheath. Oh boy. Good times. Alright. Next. Maxillaria ochroluca. Sad to report, when I first got it, after a few days, a lot of it rotted off. A lot of it rotted off. I felt I had to go crazy with that one and like really cut off the rot and try again. So this is the first time that I've had a really serious, like, it's not doing well when it came into my care. And, well, it doesn't really have a good root system right now. But seems to be doing okay-ish. We'll see how, if it bounces back. Like, this newest growth still seems nice and green. So we'll see how it does. Alright. Next. Dendrobium unicum. Nothing to report. It's looking fantastic as usual. Yeah, let's just give it a. So that, maybe that's a bit questionable right there. But, you know, I'm not too worried. Everything else looks very healthy. And then the roots are continuing to peek out further and further. So, not too worried. It's looking good. Next. Maxillaria tenuifolia. Boy, do you see these, not that one. This one. You see these roots now? Okay, now I'm confident it's gonna be perfectly fine. Look at that. Look at these. Okay, so you know what? Oh, there's a fat root over there too. So yeah, I'm not too worried right now. I think it's gonna be just fine. Just gotta give it time and the same amount of care I've been giving it. You're a good weed. Next. Alright, Habenaria medusae. Nothing to report other than it looks the leaves continue to grow bigger and unfurl. There is some spotting here which I don't like. I don't know where that's from, whether that's the pests that I saw recently, or if it's getting a little too comfortable with adding a little bit of fertilizer. But otherwise it looks alright to me. It's doing fine. The last I actually pulled off the moss maybe a week ago to check the roots, and they're getting pretty up there. It's looking good. Next, Ecoclades, Pastilifera. Okay, so the growth that had the nasty bits, the mosaic, you know, eventually the part that had all the mosaic browning, I cut it. It started, you know, getting the whole portion of the leaf, and I just cut it off. But so far it doesn't seem to have extended where I cut off. It seems to have halted. And then on the new growth here, this one that's underneath all that, with one hand, this is not great. But this leaf here doesn't seem to have any issue, and that same leaf from the same growth over there, no issue. What a strange fluke. I don't know what happened. Let's check on this new growth here. Seems okay. Yeah, that growth seems to be doing alright. Roots. Actually, where are my roots? Oh, that looks okay. Oh, there's the one underneath there. Alright, well, seems to be doing okay. No further damage. Next. Stanhopea nigroviolacea. Look at this bulb. It's a pumpkin. It's so huge compared to the growth that it came with. Oh yeah, it's liking it. It's liking what I'm giving it, and I'm so happy. And then there's this growth that's still popping up over here. It's still extending. I can't wait for this one to fatten up. Oh, it's so exciting. And oh, look at all these roots. Oh, there's that root up here. Very nice. Alright, that's all to say about this one. That's so nice and fat. Alright, next. Dendrobium tobaense is still doing well. Yeah, look at all these roots down here now that are visible. Looking good. And also, there's a new leaf coming out of that one, I think. I can't wait. It's healthy. It's happy. I'm glad. Next. Dendrobium tetragonum. Looking pretty good. It just wants to wave. Hey! How are you? This is since it was potted. Ever since I took it off the mountain, just potted it. Look at that growth. It is... Hi, teacher, I have a question. Can I have some more? It's looking good. It's looking so good. I'm pleased. Next. Alright. What is this? The Cuculata cross. What's it called? Oh yeah, BLC Golf Green and Cuculata. It's looking good. Now, people say that these don't bloom unless, like, you give it enough light to the point that it gives some purple spotting, but I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. The growths look good. Looking at this growth, looks pretty good. Looking at that growth, looks pretty good. Let's get some light on there. There you go. Stop being a bad cameraman, huh? Looks alright to me. And the roots? Oh yeah,